Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host Chris, or CDB, and today is a very special video because today's video is dedicated to the Stallion. What's up? I can't do it like he does. Nobody can. No one should try to be the Stallion, only the Stallion. But anyway, today's shave dedicated to the Stallion. By the way, if you want the original version of the Stallion, it still exists in places like Superior Shave and maybe the Groomatorium, I think, maybe, if you want the original Stallion soap by Razor Rock. Of course, made for Anthony Esposito, the Stallion. Really nice oud scent, and we're going to use this today in honor of the Stallion because this is Straight Razor Shave number 30. Number 30, so we're going to use our big boy, which was sent to me by the Stallion, the Wade and Butcher Gentleman's Juice, or our special boy, because it's not really a big boy. It's 6/8, I think. Not very many of these razors around. I've only seen 3. I think Eric Latta from Adventures in Wet Shaving has one. The Stallion has one, and he gave me this one. And so if you have one, let me know in the comment below, or if you know of someone else who has one. They just don't see very many. So let's go ahead and wet the face. And honestly, I'm a little under 24 hours growth today. Although you can see we're going to be, shaving some stuff. Because I was excited about doing this shave. We're going to use the PAA Cube pre-shave, which I found to be quite good. I did a head shave yesterday with this alone, because I saw Paul H's video where he used it to shave with, and honestly, it worked pretty doggone good. I mean, this stuff is no joke. It's $6.95 for 8 ounces, and it works very, very well. The brush is Savile Row 3320. No, it's the Razor Rock Italian flag, in honor again of the Stallion, who's of Italian heritage. So let's get going with our lathering today with our Razor Rock, the Stallion, which smells very nice, in my opinion. Nice oud scent. Now, that said, I've never really smelled whatever oud is, in its entirety. I only know it from shaving soaps or what certain shaving soaps smell like, so please keep that in mind. I need more hydration, for sure. Okay, as you see the water running there. Now let's work that in a little bit. I hope you all are doing fantastic and having a phenomenal day. I'm doing well, no complaints. Just really excited to do this shave. It's been, I don't know how many weeks since we started straight razor shaving. Again, I'm very much in the learning process, so I want to make that clear to everybody. I'm not a proficient head shaver, and in my opinion, 30 shaves does not make you a proficient, does I say head shaver? Straight razor shaver. 30 shaves does not make you proficient. It will allow you to become a little more comfortable, but I wouldn't call it, for me at least, I'm not proficient. I'm still not a very good straight razor shaver, but it's fun at least. I think by 30, you've developed a level of comfort that makes it enjoyable. When you complete your shave, you can just really appreciate it. So I'd say in 30 shaves, you appreciate straight razor shaving. The first few are, nerve-wracking and rough. But let's get going with this very, very beautiful Wade and Butcher for Gentleman's Use razor. Again, kindly gifted to me by the Stallion. Kind of hard for me to see around that blade, at the angle I'm at anyway. Really beautiful shaver, in my opinion. There's just something about Wade and Butcher, and I don't know if it's just the historical aspect or I don't know. I just really find myself being attracted to Wade and Butcher straight razors. Have acquired another one. It's not nearly as nice as this, but I just love Wade and Butcher. I don't know what it is. I love the logo. You know, I love the razor itself. This one is magnificent, you know, obviously. Let's hydrate a little bit over here, because I know my lather was a little bit thick and we need some moisture in there. I want to thank everybody for sticking with me through these straight razor shaves. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I generally don't look at the views, but I know less people are watching these, and that's okay, because I understand that not everybody's into straight razor shaving, but I hope you'll consider it. You know, it's not for everybody, but I hope you'll consider it. If I can do it, because I'm not super talented at anything, anybody can do it. You know, that's the way I really feel about it. It does sort of put you more in touch with the instrument than DE shaving. You just feel a closer connection, I think. That's the way I would explain it. And I'm so grateful that, you know, the Stallion and other people that I've been mentioning have, for years and years, tried to get me to straight razor shave, and finally successfully got me to do so. And even a week or two before I started straight razor shaving, I was still saying I have no interest in it, I don't care about it. And then all of a sudden I showed a little bit of interest, and the Stallion sent me this razor and my fate was sealed. So I think the Stallion knew when he sent me a razor like this, that he knew that, I, you know, being someone who really deeply appreciates history, was going to just love it. He knew I was hooked. And so he was right. I was like, man, there's no way I can back out now. You know, not that I wanted to back out, but. So I have enjoyed the process of developing another skill. It is very different from DE shaving. It requires far more focus, concentration, and skill. But I think it's like everything else. Once you develop a certain amount of skill, it probably becomes easier. Right now, it's still not super easy for me, but it's enjoyable. And so, like I said, number 30 for me means I enjoy it. So I really want to thank the Stallion. He has been incredibly helpful to me, and many, many others who I'm not going to mention today because I've already mentioned them many, many times. Go see the 15 straight razor shavers that you can learn from. And also, I've mentioned many other people that weren't in that video that are terrific straight razor shavers as well, that I'll be mentioning also. So many people have helped me that I would miss someone if I named them in this video. So this one was dedicated to the Stallion, because when he sent this Wade and Butcher for Gentlemen's Use, it was pretty much over. I had to do it. You know, it was kind of like, you know, somebody drove you didn't want to drive a really nice or fast car, and somebody parked it in your garage and go, it's yours. And I'm like, oh, I got to learn to drive it, you know. So that's the way I feel about this razor. And obviously, the Stallion is a longtime friend of mine. In the thumbnails of this video, there's a couple of pictures there. And one of them is from a mask that I sent the Stallion, which is a Rocky mask. I'm not going to hold that because it doesn't really stretch much. Anyway, the Stallion was in a battle, a lathering battle with Ray Pope. And I sent him that mask from Amazon, an Italian flag. And he put him on for that video. And I'll find the video and link it for you below. And that was the Steam video where he loaded his brush from Steam, which was just, that lather battle was incredible. Truly incredible and fun. It was back in a time where, you know, people just really had a lot of fun. And I'm glad to see that people are having fun like that again, too. I think it's terrific that a lot of people are just having fun with it, you know, and having fun with each other. And so I want to thank all of you who have upped the fun level, because it really means a lot. It's made things a lot more fun, I think. thank all of you for your contributions to making everything more fun on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and whatever your platform of choice is. I really do appreciate your efforts to make this a more enjoyable hobby. And instead of, it used to be with people fighting all the time, people just having fun. And I think that's phenomenal and terrific, just my perspective. One of the things Kai was mentioning in his video, or he mentioned in my comments, is try to keep a more shallow angle on the up pass, and I'm trying to do that today a little bit on the neck there. I've been making 2 upward passes on the neck because that's what I typically do with the DE razor, so just trying it out. And it's again, I'm not the most graceful with the straight razor yet. But I'm working at it each and every day. All right. Need a little more hydration in my lather when I re-lather here, that's for sure. So trying to keep it a little bit more shallow per Kai's instruction. It'd probably help if I didn't try to talk, But I really, really want to thank everybody, especially the Stallion, for just all the help, and it's been a great experience. This learning process, and this learning process will continue. Now, I'm obviously going to be rotating some DE shaves in. I'm going to try to do maybe alternate every other day because a lot of the audience, quite frankly, wants to see DE. But if I'm being completely honest, I have really developed such a joy for straight razor shaving just because it's still a challenge for me. Every single time I do it and I complete it, I feel good about it. I feel like I've accomplished something. And with DE, you can pretty much do it in your sleep when you're very experienced at it. And so that's what it is. It's just about feeling that sense of accomplishment. And without the guys like the Stallion, and of course, So Sharp David, and many, many others who I'm not going to name today, because believe me, I'll be naming them, time and time again. You've heard me talk about them. This is just another great skill to have, and I'm going to be working on it for many years to come. And hopefully, someday, I will develop a level of proficiency that, makes it very easy. But right now, I still have to focus, and I still expect to make some mistakes and missteps. And you should expect that when you're starting out. You're not going to be perfect. You're going to have some struggles along the way, and that's okay. Just do your best and be careful. But I want to thank everybody for all their help, and especially, again, this is about the Stallion and this wonderful gift that means really the world to me. I really appreciate it. And so let's keep it going. Let's go with our left first. Very nice. I want to thank all the new straight razor shavers out there that have told me they've started since watching my videos. Man, I really appreciate you guys jumping in and learning this timeless skill. And I've said so many times before, I'm honored to have played a part. I really am. When you tell me that you've started straight razor shaving because I started learning I mean, that's a great feeling. And I hope that your straight razor shaves are going terrific and you're doing very well with it. Just take your time, take your time. All right. Got to remember to stretch. I always forget to stretch over here and to move the stretch up. Did we get a bump right there or something? I think so. We might have got a little weeper there. Not worried about it. That's bound to happen. And it used to be I got really bummed out, but I just realized with a straight, if you have any imperfections and that open blade is on your face, you're probably going to get them. And so you just have to learn to roll with it. With DEs, it always really bummed me out. But I've learned with straights, I'm just going to have to accept a certain amount of that from time to time. And of course, I'll get better. All right. Let's see. Got a little bit down here I need to work on. A little bit all the way down there. That's good enough. We're going to call it. All right, let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And we are back with our Lancaster towel, which is fantastic. By the way, thanks to Josh from Shooting the Shave for sending the Stallion the Lancaster towel, because I was going to order one to send him. So thank you, Josh, for beating me to the punch there. Magnificent towel. So let's get to our witch hazel real quick here. This is Thayer's Cucumber Magic, because it's made by witches. You know it. All right. Great stuff here. Makes you feel fantastic, or at least it does me. So today we used the Stallion by Razor Rock. Stallion. If you want the old one, get it at Superior Shave or maybe Grumatorium while supplies last, because they don't make these tubs anymore of this design. So get it while you can. Use the Razor Rock Italian flag brush in honor of the Stallion, who is Italian. And we use the Wade and Butcher, as the Stallion would say, for gentleman's use, which he sent me as a gift. And this means the world to me. It really does. Thank you very much, Stallion. We're going to finish off with, or as the Stallion says, we're going to finish off with the Stallion. Just make it an all Stallion shave for number 30, which is what people expect to see. And yes, oh yeah, that smells good. Grab this stuff while you can still get it. I know Razor Rock makes it in a different label, but I dig the original. I like this label better, personally. I want to thank everybody for joining us for Straight Razor Shave number 30. Tomorrow will be in DE, so if you're a DE shaver, come back for that. Thanks as always. I want to remind you, it's your shave, do it your way, and your sister is beauteous.